Welcome to another edition of Hey, Don't Kill Yourself When You're Going Camping. So our friends just came over. We're going on a camping trip, and some of it's going to be in the desert. And they're kind of new at this. And so I kind of showed them some tricks that I use because I had some very bad experiences doing this. Now, this is based on the fact that if you have one cooler, and you're going to be using the ice for drinks and things, and your food's going to be in there too. And to give you an idea what I used to do, I used to take the Ziploc bags and put my food in here. Now, some of the food I cook because I'm lazy. No, it's because I don't want to attract bears, but I don't want to do dishes. It's actually because I don't want to do dishes. And I'll put them in the Ziploc bags and then stack them up in the ice. And the problem is, if there's extra air in here and there's pressure on it, you're going to lose pressure, which means you'll lose the seal. If you lose the seal, all that chicken, whether it's cooked or raw. Have you ever had a Mai Tai, an icy Mai Tai with raw chicken juice in it? There's nothing better. But this is the way that I do it now, and I'm going to show you. All right, so let's go. All right, so this is a vacuum sealer, very dirty one because we've been using it all afternoon, but you kind of know how these work. They open up, the bags come out, you cut them off, and you basically make a bag out of this. So you have your bag, and you seal it at one end, and obviously you put the other stuff in, then you seal it at this end, it takes all the air out. And you can do tons of different stuff. Here's a couple steaks that are stacked in here, and you can notice how thin they are. That way you can stack them, and I put them underneath dry ice, and so they'll stay frozen the whole time until you thaw them. You can do, this is bow tie pasta, and it's got spicy Italian sausage in there and some sauce. And on this, these are already cooked. The steaks aren't. You can put hamburgers in there uncooked, but you can season them. Foil dinners are really popular, but they're going to leak. And if they leak out of a Ziploc bag, they go into your ice and you're dead, basically. So do that too. You don't have to suck it down so hard that it crushes them. You can vary that with most of the different vacuum seal things. If you don't have one, like I said, one of your friends does, and they can show you how to use it.
The Todd and Erin Daily Stream is brought to you by PC Laptops, with desktops and laptops starting as low as $7.99 with a lifetime parts and service warranty. They fix phones too. Go to PCLaptops.com. And by Brio Technologies. They rent, sell, and install audiovisual components, including professional sound, lighting, video, and intercom systems, components, projectors, interactive whiteboards, and classroom audio systems. Just go to BrioAudiovisual.com.
All right, let's say that you weren't that hungry and you didn't finish all your pasta and you didn't finish your spicy Italian sausage. What's wrong with you? What do you do with the leftovers? No, it's the same problem. It will leak. It will go into your ice and you will die. Or, your margaritas will taste horrible. So once again, I'll go to a container. I'll put the extras in that, and once that is sealed, see, this will keep things from crushing it, which causes it to burp and causes it to open the seal, and I'll actually put it inside one of these. So if you're going camping with one cooler, you've got ice you're going to use, you have food over here, you're going to have dry ice over the frozen food to make it last longer. I just find that this is the best way. And no matter what you're taking, whether it's cooked fajita mix or whatever, this is, I think, one of the best ways to do it. So good luck, and go out there and don't die.
Stay on the laptop, man. Now, you know about PC laptops, and this guy's like this insane millionaire now, and you probably have seen it because he rides around town in his Lamborghini or his Tesla or his Porsche convertible, but behind this guy is like this really cool, interesting sort of slightly
Oh, wait a
wacky
minute.
humor.
I got to talk to him. It's coming up next.
The Todd and Erin Daily Stream is brought to you by PC Laptops, with desktops and laptops starting as low as $7.99 with a lifetime parts and service warranty. They fix phones too. Go to PCLaptops.com.
Hi, Dan.
Hey, Todd.
So this is so funny. We're just chatting about this. I would think you'd be off to England. You'd be off to Bogota. But you're not a traveler.
Not really. I love Utah. I'm kind of a homebody, and
Right.
I just love hanging out in Utah. Maybe the farthest I like to go is like Park City, maybe.
Really? Yeah. Where the dogs and the cats you helped rescue are. Okay. So rest of the time, you just hang out wearing shorts at your house.
Usually I'm working at my house, probably, most of the week.
Right. That's a good lifestyle.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Be with the family, you're getting dogs.
You know where the fridge is.
Fridge is right there.
There's always food in it, you know.
That's a problem.
Hey, I watched on Facebook, and I've seen you put up these like 60-second messages, and it sounds inspirational. Mm-hmm. So that's something new for you that I've been seeing on our feed. What is that? What's going on? What's your motivation here?
So I started taking thoughts in my head of how can I help people on a larger scale. Mm-hmm. Nothing to do with computers or anything.
Right.
So I created this thing called Dan's Millionaire Code, and I wanted to share any sort of experience I had with people.
Right.
And I shared one 60-second post about how I lost $1 million in a startup.
I saw it
in 90 days.
Right.
Good
job.
Yeah, but I was so sad. I was like very depressed.
Sure.
And then it was hard to pull myself out of that when that happened. And so I talked about that, and then I got a message on Instagram, and a gentleman told me how his kid was terminally sick, his wife had left him,
Right.
he had lost everything, and he was really depressed. He was thinking about killing himself. But he said after watching that video,
Right.
he goes, you know what? I can make this thing happen.
Right.
And what really inspired me is about 2 months later, a guy messaged me back, complete 180.
Get out of here.
Total. He wasn't asking for money or anything. Just
Right.
total 180.
Right.
And he said, I don't think I'd be here if I didn't see that video, man. Just thanks. And that was it.
Yeah.
And so my wife and I were talking. She's like, you got to make more of these things.
Right.
Because maybe they matter.
Right.
I'm like, yeah. Wow.
Well, the other ones I've seen, let's see. The other ones I've seen was addressing people you first meet and being not full of yourself, but being energetic. And being that kind of presenter, right? Which and getting your ideas out clearly. I saw that was some of the other ones I've seen. But basically, you're talking about something positive. There's so much negative in the world right now.
Yes.
And I mean, it seems like we're divided. Everyone seems to hate everybody. I know they don't, but that's what you're hearing, right? And your message is, and it's not so much about being a millionaire as it is.
It's transferring positive energy to people because it ripples.
Right.
I mean, just one bad interaction could affect hundreds, if not thousands of people.
That's true.
From one interaction. I mean, people could die from it. People
Right.
could benefit from it. So I think being real conscious about trying to heal people's pains instead of adding pain,
Right.
it's a big thing.
And it's not ego driven. And you can see that when you watch this. If you haven't signed up on Facebook, do that. But you have a podcast now too.
Dan's Millionaire Code podcast, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We're going
That's why you're at home all the time. You have no time to leave because you're managing all of this.
a little bit, a little bit of time, but really worth it if we can, if I can impact just a couple people.
So tell us about the iPod, your broadcast. Is it the same thing but longer versions?
Some of that's similar, but I interview people that are other people that are successful, whether they're being a millionaire, a billionaire, physically, super pinnacle, spiritually. I try to really bring in people who are the best in their field,
Right.
and just have them share what they have. Maybe they can share that with the audience.
Is there similarity between their story and your story?
They're all different. I mean,
Right.
These guys and girls are from all different parts of the planet, so it's amazing.
And so, like, what fields are we talking about? Because I'm sure people are interested in seeing this, and they want to go to it. What different fields are we talking about?
So you'll have people from the tech field, of course, but you'll also have people from real estate development, from people that are into personal fitness coaching. I mean, just a very broad spectrum. People, though, that are top of their game.
Do they have in a broad sense, do they have the same message a little bit? I mean, whether you're real estate or you're high tech, they still have a similar message about how to get there or how they got there and the struggles that they had. I mean, that's really interesting.
There's only two big resounding messages that I can really think of. And even though they have their nuances.
Right.
One, execute like crazy. Execute, don't hold back. And the second thing is when those failures and those hard times in life hit you, get over it real darn quick,
Right.
and get moving forward back to executing.
Well,
That's definitely common for everybody.
That'll get you out of it. I mean, that is the thing, but it's a hard move.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's times where I have, and I work visually, so I'll have like 100 Post-it notes out in front of me, and you're just going, that's a lot. You choose 3 of them, and you do those 3. You make that phone call. You fix the sprinkler. You know, you do those things. So give them the podcast one more time.
So if they search for Dan Young on iTunes or Dan's Millionaire Code, that's also on Facebook and also Instagram and also YouTube.
So check it out. All right. Dan, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you.